Welcome to the Tarp Report with Sam and Jess. Hey! Welcome to the Tarp Report with Sam and Jess.
Hello, hello.
Here again, ready to... I'll keep my phone here in case something happens to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
What happened to your
not
energy?
Not our usual time.
No.
I'm on my way up to Woodinville for a show.
We're on winter break right now, so we're doing this middle of the day on a Friday.
Yeah, if I turned one of these cameras around, I'm pretty sure Jess would assault me.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
Happy.
What the condition of my home.
Jess isn't gonna, but it's not that bad.
Right. It's just Christmas messy.
Yeah, it's Christmas messy. There's just cheer everywhere.
Yeah, there's just joy all around. By that I mean trash.
So this is a special episode. This is episode 99, which I actually think is cooler than 100. So our next episode is episode 100, and our fearless producer. What is Zach's title? Explain it to me.
I would say producer. Yeah, I would say producer.
All around. He is such a supporter of us, and he is choosing these stories.
Yes, this is the Zach edition.
He sent
Zach
me
Attack edition.
This is the Zach Attack. Maybe monthly we can do a Zach Attack.
Okay.
I just want to say, Zach, you sent me 5 links.
Ooh.
And 2 of them I was like, too hot to handle. You know what I'm talking about.
It's wild when Sam's like,
It was spicy. I just don't want to riff about.
Step away from that. I feel like there is,
One of them was about an Israeli tourist who fell off the eagle's nest in Germany, which was like Hitler's hideaway.
Yeah. See, I thought the eagle's nest was that thing at the football stadium.
Oh, the hawk nest where they have the Toyota.
Yeah.
People ring that freaking.
Where they
wave the 12. Oh, they raised the 12th man flag from the eagle's nest. No.
I thought that was the eagle's nest. I thought somebody fell from there. Yeah, that wouldn't be very good because I wouldn't know what I was talking about.
I don't know. I'm fascinated by that story, but I just don't. I don't know, man.
Too hot
to handle.
Too hot. If it's too newsy, I think.
Yeah. Or not newsy enough. We've had that problem too.
Yeah.
Because this is a news podcast.
The one where, we don't want it to be too newsy where it's like, okay, this isn't even fun anymore.
What was the one that I was nervous? Because remember the guy with the lawnmower who ran over the kid's foot?
Yeah. That one didn't do very well. Like, because, just like the numbers like on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like children getting their toes chopped off.
They put them back on. I think. Most of them
didn't get us as many views as some of the other.
People on the internet love feet. I don't know. That's probably why they didn't
they don't think like bad things happening to them. Yeah.
All right. Well, we got some bangers from.
Okay.
Here.
Let's go.
All right. This is from Deanna Weniger from the Pioneer Press, and it was updated December 16th, 2024. St. Paul police are investigating the death of a 26-year-old man who they believe may have bled out after injuring himself punching through a window.
Oh.
Yeah.
Inside or outside?
We got a window puncher.
Is he breaking into something?
This is the podcast.
Okay.
We don't know.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't usually, unless he was trying to.
You ever get mad and punch a wall? You ever punch a wall?
Yeah, I'm real tough. I'll punch all kinds of stuff.
Have you really punched a wall?
I don't think so.
Have you?
I used to throw stuff at walls, like glass.
What kind of stuff?
Like glass.
Oh, that's kind of badass.
Yeah,
like glass
breaking.
bottles.
Yeah, except I had a water bed.
Oh, Jesus. Did you pop your water bed with broken glass?
Yeah, but it was just like little teeny tiny little shards. So it wasn't.
Did you just wake up? Did you think you pissed yourself and you're like, oh,
well, they were just little teeny tiny leaks.
Oh, yeah.
And no, I would just make Antoinette sleep on that side.
Oh, there you go. Antoinette? Oh, your girlfriend?
Yeah, she was my best friend. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Best friend, not girlfriend. Sorry.
Well, I don't want.
There is a difference.
Yeah.
Anyway, because my wall punch story that I'm still like embarrassed about is when Buddy, my first kid, was like an infant. I think he was like 5 or 6 months old.
Yeah.
and I would carry him around in a baby Bjorn. And it was Fridays were the worst because I would work a bouncing shift on Thursday. So I would get home at 3 a.m, hopefully fall asleep by 4. Brittany would leave for work at 6:30 and give me the kid, right? And there's just 6 months old, or they're just boring. There's not, they're cute and fun. And I liked walking around with him in the baby Bjorn and getting the attention and stuff like that was fun. But also like just.
And so you were bored, so you punched a wall?
No, let me finish. So
You're boring.
I finally got him to fall asleep in the baby Bjorn. And there's this move I could do on our love seat where I could like lean over the love seat and like get him and like unstrap the baby Bjorn, and he would like splay out and he would take a nap on that love seat right there. And I was so happy because I had this shit so bad. Right. Anyway, I get him down and he's finally asleep. I'm like, oh my God, I can finally just shit in peace. This is going to be awesome. And like, I'm on my phone and shit, and I'm just in the happy zone. And literally right after like the first half turd comes out, I hear this. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I pushed out the rest of the turd real quick. I don't know why I'm doing it like
I don't know.
The turd.
By the turd cycle.
Yeah. I pushed out the rest of the turd and I was like really frustrated. I went to lean forward to wipe my ass. And I fucking, with such a small bathroom, I wasn't paying attention because I was frustrated. And I bashed my head into the wall. And I was like, fuck. And then I went, boom. And I punched the wall. And I punched a hole in the wall. Wow. And I was like, fuck. I'm like, this is going to look terrible.
Yeah.
Like, Brittany's going to come home after leaving me with the kid.
The baby hasn't slept.
The baby's fucked up, tired.
There's shit everywhere.
No, it wasn't.
It's not even
everywhere.
The baby's.
It wasn't shit. I did a good job wiping. It was a dry one. And there's a hole in the wall. And so, like, basically, like, I got the kid, put him in the car, go to Home Depot, patch the freaking wall.
Yeah, you fixed it.
Oh, my God.
That's all that matters. It's okay. It's only not okay if you don't fix it.
I mean, if you're punching holes in walls, like, it's not okay. Like, there's never, like, a good way to do it. But. Anyway. It is loud in the headphones. I feel that. Police were called to the 800 block of Edmond Avenue shortly after midnight on Saturday in the city's Fogtown neighborhood on a report of a domestic assault.
Oh.
The victim, a woman, told dispatchers that she had been assaulted by her boyfriend, who was armed with a handgun. Why didn't he shoot through the window if he had a gun?
Or use the gun
to break the window.
Or maybe he did, but then because normally you get caught on like the shards.
Yeah, maybe he left his gun in the house.
Maybe he dropped it. He probably, when the window broke, it probably fell.
The woman had broken free from the boyfriend and had run to a neighbor's house to call for help. The woman said the boyfriend had followed and was trying to break into the neighbor's house. When police arrived, the boyfriend was gone. The woman stated that he was angry with her about a phone call and accused her of lying to him. She said he had pinned her down, choked her, and put a gun to her head. You know what? This guy's a piece of shit.
Ooh. Zach, this isn't very funny.
That escalated so quick.
So he deserved it.
Yeah, like a Zach attack. Sometimes
was this Zach? Was Zach the perpetrator? No, Zach's not. Zach's alive.
Oh my God, it's autobiographical.
He's
that bird.
He's telling us. He did it.
Yeah,
he did it.
Sometime during the assault, a friend of the victim arrived at the house to check on her. The victim told police her boyfriend pointed the gun at her friend and told her to leave. Shortly after, the victim freed herself and ran to the neighbor's house. By the time the officers arrived, the boyfriend was no longer there, but a large pool of blood was found in front of the house, and one of the porch windows had been broken out.
Oh.
Officers located the man's vehicle at the intersection of Edmond Avenue and Dale Street, about 3 blocks east of the victim's residence. The man had crashed his car into a parked vehicle and was found dead inside the car.
Oops.
Jesus. Investigators believed he severed an artery when he broke the glass window and died from loss of blood.
God.
Oh my God.
How do you know you're not losing? How do you not realize you're losing that much blood?
He's drunk.
Oh.
And like enraged. just in the rage zone.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose that much blood.
No,
Thank you.
You know, of all the ways to go,
Dumb
like bleeding to death
die.
seems like fairly like painless outside of whatever made you bleed that
Right,
much.
I was gonna say aside from the mortal wound that you have.
I'd rather do that than like drowning for sure.
I thought drowning wasn't that bad.
Are you kidding me? It freaks out. You freak out because you can't
Only
get any
for like
air.
a second.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Not for long.
Oh, anyway.
I don't know, but then isn't there like a calming? I don't know. Oh,
If
this
the water,
is so
maybe if the
morbid.
water's warm.
Yeah,
You're
like,
"Oh."
if you just like float to the bottom, it's real soothing.
like a
I
bath
thought.
bomb or something.
Yeah,
You're
you
like,
just
"Oh,"
sort of
you just-
disintegrate.
As you inhale water into your lungs, you're like, oh, eucalyptus.
And then you just float to the bottom, and that's it.
That was really dark.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah. He died. He was 26.
Zach.
Yeah, bitch. Oh my God, Amy! Oh my God! Amy, please call the cops, please! Amy, please! Please! Amy, please! Please, no, call the cops! Amy, please! Please, Amy, please! I'm begging you, call the cops, please! Amy, please! Bro, why are you doing this? Please! Amy, please!
There is a one thing they said. Somebody said, we're just so sorry. This is what one of the people said. We're just so sorry for our neighbor. He said, we care about her and her family, and we care about him. And I don't know what got him to that point to get so angry. So just the thing real quick about abusive relationships is that a lot of times other people don't know what's going on, and that's by design. And if you're at the point where you're choking your partner and you're holding a gun to their head, there's probably multiple steps that have gotten you to that point. You know what I mean? Like I've seen some abuse, but I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
You know.
My ex held a gun to my head once.
So you've seen
I've seen it.
that before. That's fucking wild.
Yeah. My friend luckily had just gotten there like in time to like but that's what actually pissed him off is like my friend showed up to get me. And obviously like it escalated to that point, right? Yeah. And like she had come, like we had been fighting like earlier in the day and I had like passed out or whatever and she couldn't get a hold of me. So she showed up to the house to like find me and that fucking just set him off.
Oh yeah.
And like, because he was like, who the fuck is coming to my house?
Well, you've introduced
another person
that he doesn't have that kind of control over.
right now to see what he's doing.
And
they don't like to be seen.
God, that's wild.
But she got us out of that situation. It was pretty amazing.
You know, I've never been in a romantic relationship, but I have had like a gun in my mouth and guns like pointed at me. And to this day, like when I drink coffee out of a coffee cup because I had that gun in my mouth, like if something hard touches my teeth, it makes me like, it's just terrible.
Trauma.
Like I still like think about that. Like, and it's weird because I don't actually remember it.
Yeah.
Like remember it, but like I kind of remember it.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Yay. See, Zach, this is fun.
Yeah. Hopefully this is a banger. You're going to love this. This is from E! News, right up your alley.
Oh my gosh, yay.
November 12th. Finally a source that
I've heard of.
We can trust. By the way, I'm not reading you the headlines anymore. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're going to go right into the story.
I see that.
Indianapolis police are investigating a concerning death that occurred at a Planet Fitness gym.
Oh, yes.
You know about this? Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So I'm a member. I went this morning.
Yes, I am a member as well.
When was the last time
I went?
Yeah.
Like 2 days ago.
What'd you do?
I did some light tanning.
If they put a treadmill with the tanning
and
thing around the treadmill, would you do that?
Sometimes, because they have like a stand-up tanning bed.
Yeah.
So I will go in there and I'm standing.
It's better than nothing.
It's not laying down.
It's not laying down.
So.
Yeah. That should be the name of your first comedy album. It's not laying down. Derek Sink. Oh, that's an unfortunate name.
Oh.
And what happened to him was unfortunate too. Derek Sink was found dead in a tanning bed at the workout facility. It's funny they call it a workout facility because a lot of people just use it for tanning. This is the part that kills me. 3 days after he entered the building. Because they have a timer, like it shut off at a certain point, right?
Right, yeah. You can only they won't let you do more than 12 minutes.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit. I swear to God.
Fucking nanny state.
Yeah, it's so.
Can you do it day after day though?
Well, they'll like it has to be like a 24-hour period. Like, so if I go at like 5:30, I can't go at like 4:30 the next day. Like
you have to wait till 5:31.
Yeah.
And then the next day 5:32.
No, not like that, but it has to be 5:30 every day.
And then you can be the color of a mountain.
I wish. But like I remember back in my day, I remember when you used to be able to pick how long you could be in a fucking tanning bed. It used to be up to me.
I know.
How long I wanted to be in a tanning bed. It was my choice.
Yeah. And you could back in the day too, and like women couldn't vote and like
and I didn't mind that.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
What does bother me is not being able to pick how long I want to tan for.
Yeah. Derek Sink. He was 39.
What the fuck? Did he have like a heart attack in there? Or they forgot to turn the
I don't know. This is November 12th, 2024. He was 39. So he's very young.
Yeah.
This remains an ongoing death investigation.
Oh my God, I'm going to die soon. Oh
An MCCO spokesperson told the outlet. Are you really worried about you're going to die?
Well, this guy was 39.
But it's not, he didn't die from tanning probably.
We don't know that. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Probably, you know what? He's probably overdosed.
On tanning?
No, I don't know. On fentanyl. That's hot these days.
39, maybe.
The Marion County Coroner's Office will determine the exact manner and cause of death. Sink had visited the Planet Fitness on November 8th. His body was discovered the morning of November 11th. His family told the NBC affiliate. That's got to be a weird interview to do with the NBC affiliate, you know? Like, oh, we're here at the Sink residence and trying to find any information. So what happened to Derek?
They're like, he really loved to tan. He just really loved to be dark.
It says here he entered November 8th into the tanning bed.
And nobody heard from him or cared for 3 days. He didn't have a job, so it was fine.
Yeah. He worked from home.
And, well, he worked from the tanning bed.
He did.
Actually.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a walking tanning bed.
Yeah, and his laptop was solar powered.
And that's why nobody noticed, because it said that he was online the whole time.
Yeah. I wonder if he was one of those people that does like Zoom meetings and they just have like a background. Probably like a happy face or something.
Because usually they have cameras that are pointing towards the doors that because that's how they know if someone is in there or not. So I just don't understand how somebody else didn't use that tanning bed.
I think what it comes down to, okay, I'm going to tell myself. So I worked at that homeless shelter in Tacoma during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
And
used to tan.
We had a closet, right, where we would keep people's stuff. And then there was a loft where we would keep the emergency beds for if there's a cold weather event or something like that. We had these extra mattresses that we could put out. And there was a guy that was sleeping up there for 3 or 4 days. And we didn't notice. And we're in and out of there all the time. And he just, whenever somebody was in there, he kept it quiet. There's a power outlet up there.
Well, this guy was very quiet.
Yeah.
He was not a peep.
But you could see, because I've been to Planet Fitnesses all over, and I'm sorry, it's just hard to give a shit about that place if you're working there. Like, it's not a job.
Yeah, the
where
turnover
you're like,
rate is very.
Yeah,
it's
like,
a lot.
I'm so happy to be part of the Planet Fitness family, and like to sanitize this equipment is my calling.
It means something to me,
you know, and to tell people to
not grunt. It's a grunt-free zone.
It's a grunt-free, judgment-free.
Don't drop things.
Yeah. Oh man. And everybody's in their feelings all the time. Like I talk to the people at Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
They all know I'm a comedian because I told them.
Of course.
And it's always. I even told the gal today about my show in Woodinville tonight.
Yeah.
And like they're kind of. I don't know. She seems like she's kind of into it.
I got recognized at the gym the other day.
That's sick.
Yeah. And it was, I was like, oh my gosh.
How pumped are you?
Like
when
it was,
that happens?
well, it was really sweet because I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, it was after the Brian Posehn shows.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, is it after, or did you see me at Brian Posehn? And he was like, oh no, I saw you at an open mic. And I was like, oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
Flight path?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's unfortunate.
2 days after going to the gym, Sink was reported missing by his family, according to police reports obtained by. You know, they were probably looking for him, and they're like, they didn't think to look.
See, the thing is if I went missing, y'all would know to look. They would be like, somebody would be like, have you checked the tanning bed?
Yeah.
You guys would know that.
Yeah, the tanning
everyone
bed,
would know that,
or the weed store,
and then that's it.
or Flight Path. Like those are the three places you would
where everybody they appreciate a good tan at Flight Path.
Oh, they do. Hubba hubba. That's what they say when they bring you on stage at Flight Path.
Hubba hubba.
No cause of death has been determined in the case. See?
Well, I would really like to know what it is.
Elizabeth Lynn, a local woman who was visiting the Indian. Yeah, by the way, if anybody has an update and you can put Jess's mind at ease.
Yeah, please help me.
Because she's frustrated.
Well, I just want to know.
You don't want a big open-ended thing.
No. Well, I just want to know what happened. This is like.
Hits close to home.
This is part of my life.
Yeah.
And so.
If you couldn't tan at Planet Fitness, there's just no point. Well,
I wouldn't have a gym membership.
Yeah.
It's so funny. My favorite running joke at Planet Fitness is whenever the tanning beds are all in use, is I like throw a fit and I'm like, ugh, what am I gonna do now? And like I have to wait.
That's awesome.
Like if only there was something to do.
Does it smell in there?
Planet Fitness?
No, in the what's it smell like in the tanning booth?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. You think it's tanning?
I don't know. I thought it would smell like coconut or like.
No, those are old. Those are the olden days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Back when we used to be able to pick how long we wanted to lay in there.
Yeah. Does anybody, because you could put like oil on you and it'd probably tan you better.
Yeah, if you put some, and I bring a mirror and reflect it back into my face.
You know what you could also do is you could tie like 8 air fryers together in like a chain, and maybe just slowly spin around in front of them.
8 air fryers. There was like, what? Dip a toe in?
Because you're essentially like cooking yourself.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
Why don't you just like, you could save a lot of money
by just actually cooking myself. Why don't you just throw yourself in the oven?
The Hansel and Gretel.
It's not as even.
You could.
It's not as even of a tan.
You just need a big enough oven.
Yeah.
Like they have those places where they bake like 5,000 loaves of bread.
Like a bakery?
Yeah, big bakery. They have these places where they bake bread, Jess.
Yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes, Sam.
Oh, my God. Elizabeth Lynn, a local woman. I like that last name. It's quick. A local woman who was visiting the Indianapolis Planet Fitness on the morning of Sink's discovery said she detected a bad smell.
I bet.
After entering the building on November 11th.
And it wasn't coconut.
Yeah, before realizing it was coming from the tanning beds. The tanning bed has a door, I believe. She told WTHR in an interview published November 12th. But still, why are we not concerned that the tanning bed has been closed for 3 days and potentially? Following Sink's passing, Planet Fitness shared their condolences and emphasized its dedication to protecting its members.
They were like, and in his honor, we're going to have a pizza party.
This is my favorite thing ever. Yeah. I love, by the way, in remembrance of Sink, we're going to extend our $20 a month membership offer.
For the next 3 years.
Welcome to the Derek Sink Memorial tanning bed.
Oh, that's so nice.
And you
They
go
put
in
a little
there.
plaque on there.
I will remember.
So the plaque is always hot. And burns
Yeah,
you.
it's like, I shouldn't have touched that. We shouldn't put a plaque in the tanning bed.
No, that's a bad idea.
This is my favorite. Oh, man. We should do a special podcast where it's just nothing but corporate, where everything ends with a corporate apology.
Yeah.
Because it's always this in like, we here at Planet Fitness.
We strive to not have people die in our equipment.
We were deeply saddened. This is from Planet
It
Fitness.
wasn't good. It didn't make us feel very good.
We were deeply Marianas Trench.
It tore us up.
Deeply, just as deep. Just deep, man. We were deeply saddened by the passing of one of our members.
I mean, it could have killed me.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
This wasn't
with
a
you.
guest. This was a Planet Fitness member.
Yeah, this is family.
He paid his $20 a month, just like everybody else. Black card.
Black card. You have
That's
to.
what I got. I got a black card too. And the franchise owner is working with local authorities in the investigation. McNeil Goslin, Planet Fitness's chief corporate affairs officer. Oh, he's the guy they threw to the wolves.
Yeah.
Said in a November 12th statement to E! News. At Planet Fitness, we have robust operational brand protocols in place as the safety and well-being of our members is our top priority. We are working closely with our local franchisee to ensure they are upholding those brand protocols.
Yeah, y'all are in trouble. Y'all are in big trouble.
A guy being dead on your tanning bed for 3 days. It's not one of the brand protocols.
Corporate's gonna be.
Yeah.
Corporate's gonna be
here at Planet Fitness are deeply saddened by the man who was cooked.
Yeah.
In
Literally.
Indianapolis.
Not even like a dumbbell.
Because it doesn't cycle, does it? Like it wouldn't start again.
No, it would just because like as soon as it's done, it just turns off, and then he just would have laid there for the next fucking 3 days.
Is that tanning bed haunted now?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think that entire Planet Fitness is haunted.
Yeah, it probably was before that though. The Planet Fitness in Olympia that I go to, it's
Which one?
3/4 Planet Fitness, 1/4 Harbor Freight
Oh,
Tools,
yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
and it used to be a Toys R Us.
Yeah.
And every time I go in there, it bums me out, and I'm like, man, I wish I was just going into Harbor Freight right now.
I wish I was going into Toys R Us.
Because people that go to Harbor Freight have real jobs, and they don't have to like work out all the fucking time. They don't like sit around and write jokes and try to buy plane tickets to Virginia.
They should be working out though.
They do. I mean, if you have a job like my friend Steve, he's like a contractor and he's in decent shape because
he just works out
he
naturally.
works stuff out. Yeah. Here we go. Harvey, Illinois, Gray News. This is from August 12th, 2024. A former employee of a school district in Illinois has pleaded guilty to stealing $1.5 million worth of chicken wings from the district food service. 1.5 million.
Delicious.
Yeah.
And doing what?
I read through this one.
Okay. And he's just eating them?
According to a report from WGN, Vera
like
Little was
fetish?
arrested in January 2023 and pleaded guilty Friday. She was sentenced to 9 years in prison.
How did you steal all these nuggets?
Little 68 was the food service director for Harvey School District 152 near Chicago for more than a decade, WGN reported.
Okay.
The crimes took place during the COVID pandemic when students were not allowed to be physically present at school. During this time, the district continued to provide meals for students that their parents could pick up. Court records show that Little ordered more than 11,000 cases of chicken wings from the school district's food provider and picked up the order in a district cargo van.
And
the food was
then
never
what happened?
the food was never brought to. I'll tell you what didn't happen.
Right, get fed.
The food was never brought to the school or given to students, records show.
Was it just one
Nary a
time?
chicken wing. No, it was over the pandemic, 11,000 cases of chicken wings. The food was never brought to the school or given to students. So
$1 million worth of chicken wings.
$1.5 million.
Can you imagine eating? Yes, you can. I know you can.
Chicken wings are kind of expensive if they're good.
They must be shit.
Yeah, even shitty ones are like a little bit expensive.
That's crazy though.
Oh man, good chicken.
I had
wings
wings last night.
Good. You guys have good wings at Comedy Bar.
Yeah.
I should have gotten some food there. Yeah. District funds were used to pay for the chicken wings, according to prosecutors. A report from WLS said the orders were placed over a 19-month period from July 2020 to February 2022. According to WGM, the shame was discovered by the district's business manager in January 2023 during a routine mid-year audit. The manager found the district was $300,000 over its annual food service budget, despite only being halfway through the school year. Damn.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot of nuggets.
The business manager also found it highly suspicious that chicken wings were ordered in the first place, since they are never served to students.
I've never had
because
wings
they
as a
contain
kid.
bones. You don't.
Right.
You don't give a bunch of kindergartners chicken wings.
Oh my God! I didn't even think about this. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Wow. You would think that she would be like varying it up and like getting like wings and like pizza. And like if you're ordering if you're gonna cheat the system, like you would think that like you wouldn't just order the same product.
It says here at the end, it says it's unclear what Little did with $1.5 million worth of wings. First off, she didn't get $1.5 million for those wings.
Right. No, she just
sold them and probably got $200,000 over that 2-year period, I bet.
Sold them to who?
Bad actors, people that run bars, people that...
Bad actors?
Yeah, people, oh my God. I've been at bars before and somebody would come in with like a bucket of like oysters. And they'd be like, hey, does anybody in here want to buy some oysters?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them selling flowers.
Yeah, well, there's food stuff too. You know? I don't know why I got so like addicted. Yeah.
Well, fucking food stuff too, man.
That's what I think happened, is that they sold it. She was selling it to people. She might have had, maybe she was selling it all to one guy.
My 600-pound life.
No, you can't eat.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's just
crazy.
it's just not possible, because you're talking about, you're buying, it's 11,000 cases. So she's not buying, like, these aren't top rung chicken wings. These are like, you know, food service, like
Right.
they're for bars, they're for schools, they're for, not for schools because you don't want to give the kids wings,
Right.
they have bones in them. But they're like restaurants and shit. People that own restaurants, if you have somebody and they're like, these restaurants, even the ones that are successful, like, it's hard to, like, nobody's getting rich out there on these fucking restaurants and shit.
Right.
And so if they're like, listen, I got
you some
chicken wings half price.
Some chicken wings on the fly.
Yeah.
Underneath, no taxes.
Yeah, you're not going to give a shit. You're like, yeah, fucking wings.
Yeah, and then it just so happens to have the elementary school's name like written on it.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks for your order.
Eagle Pride.
Like, what the fuck? Oh, well.
Yeah. Some kindergartner's like, where the fuck are my wings?
I'm so hungry.
I'm hungry.
You said the funniest thing on the last podcast.
What?
Something about a baby not getting a dildo. No dildo for baby.
That sounds like me.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Okay.
Okay. CTV News, December 2022. A veteran and former Paralympian told a parliamentary committee that a caseworker from the Veterans Affairs Canada offered her medical assistance in dying a week after the Veterans Affairs minister confirmed that at least 4 other veterans were offered the same thing. So the MAID program is in Canada, and that's like the assisted suicide stuff.
Okay.
So retired Corporal Christine Gauthier, who has been trying to get a wheelchair ramp installed at her home for the past 5 years.
And just decided, you know what? Fuck it. I would like an assisted suicide instead.
This is the deal. No. She didn't want
Getting this ramp has been so difficult.
Yeah, no. She didn't want it. She's been trying to get a wheelchair ramp installed at her home for the past 5 years. Testified on Thursday that a caseworker told her that they could give her assisted dying.
Oh.
Even offering to supply the MAID equipment for her.
Aw.
I was completely shocked and in despair, she told CTV's Power Play on Friday. It is remotely just what they're doing, exhausting us to the point of no return. It sounds like Canada treats their veterans like shit too.
Well, we don't have an assisted suicide program. Lucky
I don't
fuck.
know what the euthanasia stuff is in the United States.
I don't think we have one. I think it's illegal.
Yeah, but we have, I don't know, like.
Because weren't those people.
Parts of hospice, though, don't they? They're just basically like,
but they
this
don't.
is end of life.
Well, that's letting somebody still die naturally. I think assisted suicide is when you assist.
Yeah. Gauthier said the offer for MAID came during a phone call with a VAC caseworker where she was describing her deteriorating condition. In 1989, Gauthier suffered permanent damage to her knees and spine after jumping in a deep hole while training on an obstacle course.
Damn.
Gauthier, who competed in the 2016 Paralympic Games and the 2016 Invictus Games as a para-canoeist, told the committee she sent later. What's so funny? What is it? A para-canoeist? Mm-hmm. What? People can do whatever they want. They can.
I know the word made me laugh.
Oh, okay. Hey, how's it
friend.
going?
Hello.
Come on by. Welcome.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a box of red vines. I got really excited.
I thought it was a box of red wine. I thought I was gonna party. Gauthier, who completed anyway, I'm gonna move on.
Yeah.
Our employees have no role or mandate to recommend or raise it. Considerations for MAID are the subject of discussions between a patient. It sounds like somebody was having a bad day.
Well, it's probably they're like, hey, we do have this.
Yeah. It's terrible.
It's not an upsell is an upsell. Okay.
Yeah. Trudeau, when asked about Gauthier's experience being offered MAID, Trudeau called it absolutely unacceptable. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it isn't a nice thing to do.
No.
I'd be like, do you want me to kill you?
The issue of medical assistance in dying is a deeply personal one. It is a deeply difficult one for individuals and families to take on at an extraordinarily challenging moment in their lives, and something that we have to ensure is gotten right. Trudeau added.
Blah, 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 blah.
There's 4 other instances where it's happened.
This person was literally just trying to kill someone.
Yeah. And it's not like this is a vibrant person competing in like the Paralympics and they just want a ramp at their house.
Yeah.
And they can't get it. And somebody was just like, well,
you got 2 options.
yeah, we have this.
You can learn to walk again.
Yeah, Jesus.
Okay, which I don't think is going to happen.
Yeah. This is what we're doing.
Or we can kill you.
Yeah, we could kill you. Yeah.
Let's kill you.
It's brutal. Yeah, those are our stories. Zach attack.
Zach.
We made it.
Those were brutal. Hello, Abigail. Oh, look at Abigail has her new Lululemon.
Oh, wow.
Yes, she is
It says
fancy.
Gothic vibes. Oh yeah. Is that what's happening? Are you pro
Are you getting ready to go for your walk?
No? Okay.
Oh, okay. Have fun.
Have fun on your walk, Abigail.
You look great.
Watch out for rival goth gangs.
She does. She has to go for her evening stroll.
Does she walk it? That's nice. You have a nice neighborhood.
I have a nice kid.
You do got a nice kid. So
anyway.
yeah, got roasted last night.
Last night was so much
Just put
fun.
it together. It went really well.
Yes, it was awesome. The roast of Sam Miller.
Mm-hmm. There were some doozies in there.
It was me. I was the roast host, the roast master. And Emmett Montgomery, Derek Sheen, Lynette Manning, Travis Shearer,
Mark Bowen.
Mark Bowen.
And Brittany Miller.
And Brittany. Yay. Yeah. That was so awesome.
Dude, the Brittany stuff was wild because she has like so much info.
Yeah.
And
she just let you have it.
Yeah, she did.
What was your favorite?
The favorite dig on me all night. I love the Brittany doing the Sam quotes, like things that I've said.
Of course, because you like anything. You're like, I am so funny.
Dude, some of that stuff, the one about me where she's like, I remember doing this and I'm like talking to Brittany out and I literally said like, you like to deal in absolutes. I just like to watch this nose hair go in and out of my nose. Which makes sense to me.
Totally.
You guys got bye.
Bye, friends.
Have fun. Watch out for goth gangs.
It's winter break.
They're out there.
It's winter break here at the house.
It is winter break.
Yeah, it was.
What was your favorite line of the night?
I just loved that that everyone kept trying to dig on the fact that I was on Fox News, but the audience was like, we don't know
they don't know
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
And I'm like, okay, well, that's good. That's past.
Okay, there was one, I think it was Derek, that was
Derek
talked about the podcast.
Oh,
and
yes.
Was like, I think it's you guys have a podcast, and you two are the only ones that listen to it. And I was like, I don't listen to it.
Jess is the only one.
By the way, we appreciate all our fans, and we know we have wonderful listeners.
Yes.
So
it was a roast. It was so much fun. And it went off very well. The
timing was good. It was long enough.
I was timing it. It was 1:35.
That's great.
You'll be happy to know I was stressed the entire time because
you shouldn't have been.
You called me.
I was not.
You called me and you're like, well, how long is this? I just want to make sure that they have a show. And I'm like, I understand. I know how to
So
do
I learned
show.
a lot about myself. So I am fat, and it turns out that I have a tendency to dominate conversations.
You did learn that about. Oh my gosh!
Last night.
After 2 years, 99 episodes, you guys, and Sam finally admits he dominates conversations.
Well, I would like to say that you don't provide me an opportunity to change. Because
I enable you a lot.
You make it out like I'm like a cartoon character. Like you do these impressions of me.
Yeah.
Very unflattering.
Yeah, well,
I might add.
They're also very good.
I know. The only worry that there was moments where I was worried about the crowd and how they were perceiving this because a lot of this stuff was deeply personal. And it's funny because it is Capitol Hill, and I made one joke about Lynette and that didn't go over very well. And it seemed like multiple people made jokes about my weight. And once they realized that I didn't care, they were fine with it. Right. But there was those moments where people did not. They were
pulled back a little bit.
Pulled back. And it was strange because I also felt really it's such an honor to have just a night about you, and all these people wrote jokes about me, and they're writing about each other too, but it's that night, but that I had to let go, and just sitting there. And also okay, I guess there is one more gripe. That chair was so uncomfortable.
I'm sorry, but it looked great.
It was
perfect for the scenario, but I don't feel like anybody's chairs were particularly comfortable.
I wanted a regular chair so bad. The other thing too is that it was hot.
Now we have a whole fucking list of gripes.
It was hot. And
you're on stage.
I know, but the chair made it hotter because it was like a blanket.
Okay. Jeez. Well, did we not give you a rag to wipe your fucking sweaty face with?
2 rags.
Yes, we did. You're like, I don't need it. I'm not sweating. And I'm like, I can literally see you.
And I did.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, no. I think the audience had fun. I tried to be present as much as I could because it was really just a fun experience.
Oh, totally. I laughed so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Just those moments of and it takes I don't do it as much as I used to because I spend so much time now working and especially with the social media shit, So it was really special. And another thing that it brought to my attention was that people really do think that my career is like popping off and is going to pop off, which is weird because it doesn't feel like that to me a lot of the time.
Right.
It feels a lot of times like I've stalled out. Like, not the last few weeks have been really good, but like, I don't know. It's really strange because I think one of the reasons why I'm always talking about my career with my friends and like what's happening with it is it's almost like I'm trying to convince myself that it's real.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel real to me.
Well, I don't think anybody would prefer that you didn't make those phone calls.
No,
like we were all giving Sam shit because you are notorious for picking up the phone and calling us and just, letting loose.
I did it to you today.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm like asleep, but I'm like, what is this for? And you're like, I don't know.
It was noon. It was noon.
It was.
Yeah.
But, I think that it's just part of what, makes people appreciate and love you.
Yeah. And that's another thing I walked away
quirkiness.
with was overall, like, just, I don't know. I felt really, to have, especially like that panel of folks.
Yeah.
Having, Lynette, who means, like, I love the idea that she really thinks that I'm responsible for her starting to do comedy, when I think Lynette was
emotional.
I think Lynette would have done that anyway.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite digs that I said to Lynette was, I was like, Lynette keeps saying that I inspired her to start doing comedy, and I'm really looking forward to when she does.
So funny.
That was good. I like that one. And also the one I did to Travis.
Which one?
The one where I was like, Travis says he has high cholesterol, but I think he just has regular cholesterol, but it can't fit in his child body. Not tiny body, child body.
The one that Derek did about Dane and I.
That was
the
fucking
communication
great.
joke. Oh, Derek did so fucking
He's
good.
Brutal.
Like,
it was really good. I knew he would.
But he did it in like the perfect way, and it was all led up with all of these wonderful things, and then
there's pressure on him to do, like, he has to be the funniest. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like
he does.
He was.
Yeah. He had the most complete set. Him and honestly Brittany.
Yeah.
But she had like an unfair advantage. And also Mark really like wowed me.
Yeah, Mark had fun.
Yeah, he really did. It was so fun driving back with him.
He was stoked.
Yeah. We had a really heavy conversation too coming back. It was really interesting. So just talking about, we just know, me and that dude. The thing that cracks me up with Mark that people don't realize is that me and Mark used to like beef and like had a lot of like issues and stuff like that. Yeah, everybody. Let's go. Oh, is that? Oh, I thought that was Popeyes, but it's cat food. I saw
it's
orange bag. I was
food.
like, chicken time. It's an orange bag of Iams
fatty
cat
food. Oh my god, it's cat food.
I was like, I bet they'll offer me a piece.
Of course,
I know it's not my dinner, but it'd be rude.
Yeah, no, of course. If it were chicken, we would have given you some.
It's about that time.
But it's just chicken flavored cat food.
Yeah, it was wonderful. And here we go. I know I called you today and told you that you and Dane putting that together, and like I really didn't do anything except write jokes, and that was really nice to not have to. And I promoted it a little bit, and I was happy with that crowd.
I loved the crowd.
Yeah, I thought that like that was for a Thursday night for like not a comedy show. It was really good.
I thought it was great, and I thought that they were like they were in the right headspace.
Oh yeah,
like for what
especially for Capital City, that can be, I like going up there and joking about that stuff. Like there was that at the end, and I was talking about like because people made multiple jokes, especially Mark, who's bi, about like my bear following.
Yeah, that was very funny.
Me posting pictures like coming out of a pool wearing like basketball shorts, and people
like,
they won't leave me alone. No, yeah. I have an appointment to get my ADHD checked out.
Thank you, Lord. Ooh.
My therapist said,
"That's a good idea.
I've done all I can do."
We've exhausted all of our options here.
There's like a school of thought that a lot of like anxiety and depression can actually be like not the ADHD could be the cause of some of that stuff, and that if I can have like maybe a few days a week where I can just be focused. I don't know. I need to talk to him. I'm talking out of my ass right now. I just need to be honest with this doctor. And, you know, it's a telehealth thing, so it's going to be about an hour and a half appointment. And, yeah, I'll tell you what.
That'll be good.
I'll tell you what. The paperwork
Yeah.
to get seen for ADHD.
It's no joke.
Yeah. And, you know, for someone who has ADHD, not a fan.
It's a lot of, you have to, I mean, it's the same way with getting, you know, seeing a therapist. It's like the amount of work that you have to do to see a therapist, or if I can make you want to kill yourself.
My shit with my therapist wasn't that, like with Oak, it's pretty easy because I'm paying out of pocket.
Well, yeah, if you're trying to go through insurance though, it's insane.
I don't think I don't think Oak can do. I don't think they can do that.
Sure.
So, yeah, Christmas
was great. Loved it. It was great.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
You're not a big holiday person. I forgot. Sorry.
No, I don't know. You know, with Mark last night talking about like the holidays and comedy and what's happening, and it kind of came to my mind last night that there is no like destination. Like I'm never, like I got to work on this because I feel like I can never be satisfied because I'm trying to impress a ghost.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to impress my father who died when I was 12,
right.
and I'm never going to get an attaboy
right.
from him.
Why don't you think that he's impressed though?
Huh?
Because you don't believe in.
I don't. Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird that you're like looking for validation from something that you don't believe in.
No, I believe like I don't think I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
When I'm doing it, I don't think that it's enough, and I think that we all have this in one way or another, where our motivation isn't as clear as we wish it was.
Right.
I want to make large groups of people laugh, and I'm doing everything I can to do that, and it's but there's this other part of like I want to like conquer this thing. Like I want to reach like the upper echelons of comedy.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm doing it with like ADHD and like some bad habits that I picked up, you know, when I was, you know, living outside and incarcerated. And, you know, that's the challenge is can I do this like they do this? Like these top talents are doing it, and I'm going to try. And you're helping now too, so it's going to be interesting.
Well, I'm trying.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out this manager publicist thing, whatever that means.
Yeah.
I've just been sending emails like a crazy person and just seeing what happens.
If anybody bites,
yeah,
that's all good.
Just trying to think of creative ways to get you seen.
Yeah.
But what I'm realizing is that I don't know how to do that.
Yeah,
so
and that's okay.
So I have to figure that out.
Yeah, that's okay too, because I didn't, you know.
It's fine though, because like, well, until last night, I didn't know how to put on a roast show.
You don't. I think what you lack in experience, you make up for in familiarity
and spunk.
Yeah, and spunk and drive, because you got the same shit I got. I'm sorry, but you do.
Yeah.
Like I think the way you came up. We both have like this engine, and fuel's not the issue. Steering that is the issue, and that's what I'm working on. Emmett Montgomery helped me with some of that stuff, to embrace like being a weirdo.
Yeah.
I have this book project that is rapidly nearing completion.
Pat was there last night.
It was wonderful to see Pat. We're running out of time because I got to get to my show. I did do jokes.
Jokes.
I feel like I really dominated
No. Well,
that segment of the podcast.
Surprise.
Now, please read the jokes I wrote.
Yes. Okay. What else? And do it the right way. Yeah. Joke number 1. For a lot of people, the only thing the holidays brings is sadness. But for me, I'm filled with rage as well.
That's a fun one. I wrote these so fast. They just came out of me. I'm actually fine with these jokes, but I wrote them so fast. I was really surprised.
Joke number 2. I don't know if God is real, but if he is, he better be hot.
Come on, God.
I'm saying.
Wouldn't that be a bummer?
It would be weird if he wasn't. Like, you have all this power and you didn't give yourself a 6-pack.
God came down. He's like, oh, he looks like Newman from Seinfeld.
I don't like that. Yeah. Joke number 3. People talk a lot about dudes with big wieners and dudes with little wieners. And if you ask me, it's the regular wienered fellas you got to look out for. Call me old-fashioned, but every dude I know with an average-sized wiener is very unpredictable.
What are they doing?
Yeah, you just never know. You never know.
Because there's big dick energy and there's little dick energy. But there's not regular dick energy.
Just those are the ones you got to look out for.
They're just like middle management.
Yeah. They're just okay.
I'll ask the big guy.
I'll see what I can do. Yeah. I don't have a lot of power. Joke number 4. There's much more to learn about rabbit reproduction than you might think. It's a real rabbit hole of rabbit holes. Wow. That one might have been your best one yet.
You really think so?
A real rabbit hole of rabbit holes. Yeah.
Did you ever hear because if you fuck a pigeon, right?
Nope, I haven't heard this.
And then like nobody else is ever gonna think of you
as
or anything
other
else
than the pigeon fucker.
And so you really get pigeonholed into pigeons.
That's it. That's the show, baby.
Thanks for listening. No, really, I appreciate everybody listening to the podcast, and we'll keep doing it. You keep doing your part.
Episode 100 is coming up next.
Yeah.
Don't choke.
I hope we do something special.
I bet we will do something
special. Hey, listen,
special.
I want to point something out. There is a lot of stuff that's come my way in the past 24 hours.
Look at all this paperwork that you've done.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm saying, I know.
I do.
Different beast.
I've changed. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening.
Okay, bye.
Baby, no dildos. Baby, no dildos. Baby, no dildos for baby.